What is personal budgeting? Personal budgeting is the planning of the money you have. It can be monthly or quarterly. In short, it's a finance plan where your personal income can be planned. In this plan, the total expenditure, savings, and how the loan will be repaid is decided. However, it is necessary to prepare this plan considering the amount taken in advance and the loan too. For example, if the job is a source of income, then bills, rent are all your expenses. We often hear people saying, I do not understand anything about finances, or I am not able to save anything. I give everything to mom or dad. I don't know what they do with it. From the age of 18, you are legally considered to be an adult. That means you are able to make your own decisions. In that case, it is your personal responsibility to take care of your finances, be informed about them, and take appropriate decisions. Personal budgeting is a skill. It does not mean living a frugal life. This skill helps a person achieve financial freedom. It also helps in fulfilling certain future goals and objectives. It helps in crisis situations. That is why, instead of looking at it from a negative perspective, one should look at it as one of the best means to achieve one's financial goals. There are some methods of doing personal budgeting, and there are tips and references available for it. We will see some of them here. 1. Take into account how much money is available today. It's never too late. At whatever age you may start personal budgeting, you should never think that you have run out of time. When you start, first thing you consider your savings. Your savings, your savings account, and the total available investments, the funds available in each of them, the interest that is earned on them, or the cost being incurred on them. Make a list of all this. This will give you an idea of exactly when and how much amount will be available to you in the future. 2. Personal monthly income. Employees know the monthly income they receive as a salary, so it is not difficult for them to do personal budgeting. But the monthly income of a trader or business person is sometimes low while sometimes high. Also, if you are working as a freelancer, for example, a photographer, a dancer, a journalist, or an actor, the income is not the same every month. In that case, an amount should be considered by averaging the income for the last 6 months. Even if you are going to earn a big amount as monthly income in the future, presently you should consider the average figure for the last 6 months. 3. Consider your debts. After you have presented the monthly income, it is important to consider the amount going as loan repayment each month. Here, the total amount of loan repayment is expected to be considered, such as personal loan, auto loan, home loan, credit card payments, etc. From this, it is easy to understand the total amount being deducted from the monthly income. 4. Calculate the total amount. Once you know the monthly income and the total amount being spent on repaying loans, you will get an amount which is called the net available fund. Subtracting the total monthly installment amount of loans from the monthly income will give the figure of the net available fund. While the figure may seem disappointing, there is no need to feel disheartened. Remember, your decision to do personal budgeting is the right one, and this stage is just a part of it. 5. Get your average monthly expenses. After passing the previous four stages, the amount of monthly income that you have in front of you will take care of your monthly expenses, such as household expenses, electricity bills, phone and internet bills, travel expenses, entertainment, dining out, watching movie or vacationing, family celebrations and buying gifts for them, etc. Also, there might be expenses incurred due to illness, etc. Out of these household expenses and bills, travel, petrol are very permanent and concrete. But keep in mind that entertainment, family gatherings, household events, and illnesses are all varying expenditures. The most important thing is that you have to save a certain amount from this amount only. This point should not be ignored. Although saving are not expenses, saving is the most important step after paying off the debts. 6. Check the balance. Once you have got all the information as mentioned earlier, you will get an idea of how much money is left with you. All these jottings can be done in a diary or a computer. After estimating the balance, if there are any unnecessary expenses, they can be avoided. Of these, the loan installment cannot be changed, but money can be saved from some household expenses and some potential expenditure can be curtailed. For instance, eating out or movie watching can be avoided in the month when the balance is very low. Also, if there is a family celebration going to happen in the next few months and there is going to be some expenditure on it, or if you are planning to go on a holiday in a few months, money can be saved for it by cutting down on unnecessary expenses now. 7. Check your personal budgeting every month. Make personal budgeting a habit. Doing it in one month and not doing in the next month, or doing it for a few months and not doing it for other months should never be done. Check your personal budgeting every month and think properly as to where and how to make changes accordingly. Be disciplined. Get into the habit of saving and think about how to avoid unnecessary expenses. Be prepared for possible expenditure. Don't get upset if the expenditure suddenly increases in one month. Think about what you can do to make up for it in the following month and then implement it. That too without fail. We have already seen that just as it is your personal responsibility to maintain your physical health, it is also your personal responsibility to maintain your financial health. Try to carry out this responsibility well.